Well, hello everybody. I just want to make a quick little video on how we prepare Bunter's litter box. There's all different ways and different litter boxes and different techniques to do, but this is what we did. We got ourselves a bum box that you can find online, and basically it's a litter box that has a area for all the, you can put either paper bedding or pine shavings on there. We decided to go with the paper bedding, unscented paper bedding, because we heard it was healthier and all that. Bunter, no. He's biting the tripod. Bunter, no. No. Come here. And you can place all the bedding in here, and that captures all the all this stuff in here. And then also the best part is that you got a grate right here to so he can sit up on here, and then as he can demonstrate, good. Okay, he can sit up on here, do his business, and it allows his droppings to fall through the holes, and that way he's keeping himself clean and all that. However, we gotta replace this every single day because it does fill up very quickly. We thought, oh, this will be more than enough, but sometimes I feel like we need something bigger. But for the most part, this is what we have, and this is what we've been using. So I'll just demonstrate what we do, just so that you have an idea of what to do for your rabbit's litter. So based on, excuse me, Bunter, let me guess. Based on the recommendation from the Sincerely Cinnabon channel, we got these little puppy pads. And what they do is that we use this to line the bottom of the tray. And what that does is it just makes cleaning up a lot easier. Before we use these, I'd have to go outside and grab a hose and just and wipe it down and all that. But since these capture everything and also help with the odor and all that, these have saved us a lot of time, which has been really great. And so I just Bunter. You can see he loves to assist in preparing the litter box. He's just doing a quality control inspection right here, and he has to just supervise my work just to make sure I'm doing it the way he wants me to do it. And so just give him a second. Okay, cool. So it looks like I passed the test. Awesome. So I can continue with this. So I remove the little sticky. There's little sticky pads on the side of the litter box. And so what I do is just push it in so that I'm filling in all the corners. Kind of just fold it around the corner and just do this. Okay. Okay. All right. So it doesn't have to look perfect, but this is what we do, and we try to have it touch the bottom as much as possible, just so that we can give more space for more of his his droppings and all that. So anyway, fill the bottom up with the paper bedding, and this is the Full Cheeks brand. This is we get this from PetSmart, and you get it from Petco, I believe. And we just line the bottom of the bed with this. Okay. Now the funny thing is that we notice that he particularly goes number one in one particular corner of the litter box, and for that reason we like to pile up the area more with more of the bedding, just so that it can help with more of the odor and stuff. And so that's what we've been doing, and that's been good. And then actually we don't even have to fill it up that much, just enough just to cover the bottom, because it helps with the odor control, and also gives extra room for, because his droppings will pile up, and then on top of that, as he's digging through the hay, because we also will put hay in here, it'll start to cover up and start piling up, and so basically what we have to do is that we'll give him a fresh, litter box in the morning, and then at night, before we go to bed, we actually flip it around, because most of his stuff will be on this side here. We'll flip it around, and so that this side's covered, and then he'll have a little more room on this side to use. So, Bunter, if you can pardon me for a second. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I got enough in the corner for you, so that should be fine. Based on your instructions and all that. So, if you could allow me to continue with this, I'd appreciate it. Okay, can you just give me from? Thank you so much. Okay, so anyway, that's what it looks like there. Okay, now what we do too, just as a just as an added thing, is that we'll notice that a lot of hay gets wasted when he's in the litter box eating, and a lot of it falls through. And so what we've been doing is actually been taking a piece of the newspaper and all that, newspaper or basically just newspaper, and then we'll cover one side. And what that does is that Bunter, no, he's being mischievous. He's biting the tripod again. What are you doing? Come here. Okay. And so anyway, we'll take some newspaper to cover one side, so that when we put this back on, it can help keep the hay near the surface, and that way not a lot of it gets lost to the litter box. Because sometimes once it gets in there, you can't reach it, and also we can't use it. So it's perfectly good hay. So, and rabbits can get very expensive. So anyway, that's how it looks like. Okay, I'm trying to pull it taut on the side so that you have the paper blocking this one side, and then you got plenty of room for his business there. And then at the end of the day, we'll flip it around so that the paper's on the other side covering his stuff, and then you got a fresh side he can use for the remainder of the night. The following morning is when I completely remove everything. All right. So then that's what this looks like, and then now we're going to go over and actually one step I forgot to do is to get like a little bit of toilet paper, wet it, and just basically clean up the area where there are urine stains on the top of the grates. You clean that up a little bit, and that way it can just appear more fresh. And of course, every once in a while you want to take this out and just do a real good scrubbing and all that to remove all the stains. We'll go on an adventure. Okay, so take him for a little ride. So this is his litter box right here. It's basically a litter box cat enclosure, and it actually was a little bit longer, but we cut it in half just so that it's a little more compact and all that, because it was just getting too big. We had it over here and it just took over the living room, so we have it in the corner, and so that's a little more manageable. But the other half of it we put up here, and we made it into a little cubby where we can put stuff such as his little this stain remover and brushes and all that, so we can keep this area clean. Okay, and so what we do here is then we'll put it there on that side, and what I'm going to do now is actually fill his hay bag with hay, and he gets very excited. And the hay we use is the Timothy hay, Western Timothy hay. This is again from PetSmart. It's been fine, but you can see he gets really excited. He loves this stuff. He'll try to jump on. Anyway, what I'm going to do now. Oops, sorry, buddy. Okay. We have. Okay, we have a little hay bag that will connect with hooks and place it over here, just so that it's just easier for him to feed, but also keeps the hay pretty much on this side of the litter box. Okay, so I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go ahead and just fill it up, and he gets very excited. And actually, wait. Okay, there you go. There you go. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. See, he's very excited. He loves his fresh hay. He loves it. If we have time, sometimes we give him fresh hay 3 times a day. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon, around like 4 o'clock or so, and then one time before we go to bed, just so that he has enough hay to keep him going through the night. Because if he doesn't have hay, he's gonna start chewing everything. He's start chewing things like our furniture. I try to put some in. He sometimes digs his face in there and makes it kind of difficult. And then put it back into place. Hook it up. Hook up the clips that we have here. This is an ingenious thing. I think we got the idea from Sincerely Cinnabon as well. And we use a little 3M hooks you can get from Home Depot, which is attached to the top of the litter box here. And that's it. He's good to go. Alright? He's a nice little corner and all that. A little later I will clean this stuff. But yeah, like hay just gets everywhere constant. So once a week in the house we do like a full cleanup. We get the vacuum, we move everything around and dust everything. Because it's just the hay just contributes a lot of the dust and the dirt and all that. So but yeah, when you get a bunny, they make a very big mess and their food can cause allergies and stuff like that. So but yeah, it's important to keep everything clean. Anyway, that's our video of how we do his litter, and so feel free to add your questions and your comments below, and we appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.